The debate over Max Verstappen's first lap maneuvers in Mexico continues to divide opinions across the Formula One paddock. Former driver and Sky Sports analyst Martin Brundle believes the Red Bull driver should have been hit with a severe penalty for what he called silly driving, arguing that Verstappen made no effort to stay on track through the opening sequence of corners at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez. The Dutchman started on the dirty side of the grid and approached turn 1 alongside Lando Norris and the two Ferraris. He locked up under braking and went straight through the escape area, avoiding contact with the barriers and rejoining the circuit in third place. Verstappen then allowed Lewis Hamilton to pass, returning to the position he held before the first corner. But for Brundle, that wasn't enough. Max should have been penalised because when you place your car that far to the left, with 4 cars side by side, you're always going to end up over the curbs, Brundle said on Sky's F1 Show podcast. You can see he actually accelerated. It was skillful driving across the grass, I'll give him that. But he made zero attempt to take turns 1, 2 or 3. That should have been a penalty. Brundle went as far as suggesting a drive-through sanction to discourage what he described as nonsense driving behaviour. He took a risk, knowing he could just floor it and keep going. I would have given a drive-through to anyone doing that just to stop the chaos. However, 1997 world champion Jacques Villeneuve offered a different view, insisting Verstappen stayed within the current rules even if his actions stretched their spirit. The problem is intention, Villeneuve said. You can't write intention into the rule book. By the letter of the law, Max was ahead of George Russell, so technically he didn't gain an unfair advantage. By the action itself, yes, but rules are rules, and right now they're poorly written. The Canadian also pointed out that Verstappen's calculation was clear. The risk was minimal. He knew it was worth trying because you can just accelerate and cut through. Should he and Leclerc have been penalised? In terms of driving, yes. According to the regulations, no. That's the problem. Leclerc, who also left the track at turn 2 to emerge in front, avoided sanction after giving Norris his position back but keeping Hamilton behind. Brundle argued that should also have warranted punishment. At least Charles tried to make turn 1, then bailed on turn 2. For me, that's also a 10-second penalty. Villeneuve agreed, saying Leclerc didn't even try to stay in the corner, and that such incidents are inevitable as long as wide tarmac runoffs remain. The first lap controversy angered several drivers. George Russell labelled the race a lawnmower contest, while Fernando Alonso joked he might start cutting corners too if it continues unchecked. Brundle sympathised, noting that those who stayed on track were the ones punished. Leclerc and Verstappen both finished on the podium, and the Dutchman's recovery brought him within 36 points of championship leader Lando Norris. What's your take on this controversy? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.